I'm Haley. I don't remember my mom at all. She passed away when I was still a baby. My dad got remarried when I started primary school. My stepmother had a daughter, Emily, who was the same age as me. I remember the day I met her very clearly. I was so happy because I wasn't going to be alone at home anymore. From now on, I would have a wonderful sister I could play with. But as I got to know her, I realized that I was all wrong. Emily had a really bad personality trait. It was the first Christmas we were going to spend as a family. As soon as I woke up that morning, I ran to the Christmas tree like I always did. I was so curious to see what my dad had gotten for me. I couldn't believe what I was seeing when I came closer to the tree. There were a bunch of crayons under the Christmas tree, and they were all snapped in the middle. Emily was there with me. I was trying to figure out what was going on. Emily squinted and hissed at me. They got me a board game, but you got the perfect set of crayons. No one's present can ever be better than mine, especially yours. That's how I found out what happened to my present. Dad got me a crayon set as a Christmas present because I love drawing. Emily had broken all the crayons because she was jealous. The worst part is Emily took this after her mother. My stepmother was turning a blind eye to what she was doing to me because she had the same personality. My dad, on the other hand, never took my side because he was scared to compromise his relationship with his wife. So years went by. Each year, my dad grew farther away from me. In time, Emily became my dad's favorite daughter. One day, I was browsing YouTube and I came across a video of hers. I didn't even know she had a channel. I laughed out loud when I pulled up her channel because she'd named it Princess Emily. The channel had 4 videos. I clicked on the latest uploaded video. Emily was sitting on her bed. "Welcome to Storytime with Princess Emily," she said, and began talking. "Last month, my beloved cat died. Every night he used to curl up and sleep with me in my bed. I was so depressed when I lost him. My mom dragged me all the way to Cuba to distract me from my pain. But I still can't forget him." I was listening to Emily in shock because none of this was true. Yes, she had been asking for a cat for a while, but it turned out she was allergic to cat hair. I was also pretty sure that she'd never taken a vacation abroad. Apparently, Emily was making up stories to get people's attention. The funny thing was, she actually had succeeded in getting some people's attention because she had 900 subscribers on her channel with only a few videos. One evening, I saw my stepmother, my dad, and Emily leaving the house, all of them dressed to the nines. My stepmother said, "You might not know this, but Emily started a YouTube channel. She's doing great. She has exactly 1,000 subscribers, so we're going out to dinner to celebrate." Emily looked at me condescendingly. When she saw I wasn't saying anything, she laughed and said, "Since you're not congratulating me right now, I know you're dying inside. I got 1,000 subscribers with only 4 videos. Wait till I hit 100,000 followers. I know that'll kill you. That day, we will be going out to dinner again to celebrate and leaving you home alone." After that day, Emily started acting like a celebrity at home. She expected everyone to serve her. She was even ordering everyone around. When she told her mother to make pancakes for her, my stepmother said, "Right away, my princess," and did whatever she asked her to do. One morning, I woke up to Emily crying. I looked through her door. Her mother was hugging her. Emily said in tears, "They have to give me my subscribers back. They're mine." Soon enough, I found out what was up. Emily had bought those 1,000 subscribers from a website for $100. They were all fake users. When YouTube realized this, they shut down Emily's channel. Emily was obsessed with becoming famous. She decided to try her luck on TikTok. How did I find out about that? Because my dad bought a bunch of video equipment and set up a small studio in the living room for his precious little daughter. I wasn't paying attention because I didn't really care. But a friend sent me one of Emily's TikToks and said, "Isn't this your stepsister? Don't get me wrong, but her videos are pathetic." Emily did a video thinking that it was funny, but it came off as sad rather than entertaining. Apparently this time she hadn't bought any fake subscribers because she only had 2 followers. And you don't have to be a genius to guess who they were. Every weekend, my dad, my stepmother, and Emily would leave early in the morning and come home late in the evening. What are they up to? I wondered, as I checked out Emily's TikTok account. After watching a few videos, I figured out what was happening. They were taking Emily to different spots in the city so she could shoot her videos. Once they went to an old prison. Emily was screaming behind bars, "Get me out of here!" It was truly cringeworthy. That evening, my dad came to my room. "Haley, why don't you follow your sister on TikTok? You should support her instead of resenting her efforts." "Dad, I'm obviously not jealous of her. Emily doesn't have what it takes